What we are going to be doing in this video is being able to draw a simple tic-tac-toe board game, which will then in subsequent videos learn how to build on that knowledge and skill to develop our own design ideas. So the first thing we need to do is we need to go up to where these 9 dots are up in the left-hand corner where it says Show Data Panel, left click on it, and then we're going to go and go to New Project, and we're going to call it Tic-Tac-Toe Board Game. So board game, and what happens here is this will file our system. So once you've got it typed out, hit enter, and then now that is where our work is going to be saved to. So once that is done, we can then go up here to the X and close it off. So in this project here, we can now go onto the save button, and we're going to call it here sample. We'll just call it sample game. And it's asking where do we want to save it here, where it says location. We're going to save that into our tic-tac-toe. So I might have to drag this up and look at our board games here. I'll just drag it up a little bit more. You can see tic-tac-toe. So now you can see the location's going to store it in, and then we hit save. So now this drawing will be saved there. The first thing we need to do is create a sketch. Now this program really likes to have measurements, and we'll go through those measurements as we go along. So up in here we'll have sketch. We left click on that. It's going to ask us a surface to draw on. I normally just left click on the top and left click on this yellow button here, and then we can then start doing our drawings. For this purpose, this drawing here, if you do create rectangles, and you'll see this center rectangle, left click on that, then you take it to the cursor to the center, left click, and don't touch anything, just drag the mouse out and you'll end up with a rectangle. What'll happen is you'll have these blue highlighted measurements, and our tic-tac-toe board game is 150 long, and then we push tab, and then we can go back and then hit 90. That is our measurements. Once we have done that, we can hit enter, and then we have our sketch of our board game. Then I finish sketch. Then what I'm going to do, click on this little home button up here, left click, it'll turn it around, and I can wind my mouse button in or out to get my side. I can push my mouse wheel in, and I'll move it so forth. And the next task I want to do is to extrude. So I left click on extrude. I've moved my cursor to, I get to this arrow. My hand will turn to a hand. I left click, hold and drag up. When I let go, you'll see the measurement here, and we want that to be 19. Once it's 19, we can hit enter. So now we've got our stock, our piece of material that we are going to be designing from. So the next thing we need to do is we want to put some holes inside of the noughts and crosses board. So what I'm going to do is create a sketch. On the top, you do not hit on any of these yellow ones. Click on the top of your board game. There you go. And then what I'm going to do is go up to circle. I'm going to left click on circle. I'm going to move my cursor to the center, and I'll zoom in so you can see a bit better, and you'll see a blue line happen. Once I get that blue line, I'm going to left click, drag the cursor out, and then you'll see some measurements there, and I'm going to type in 6.5, so it'll be 6.5 millimeters, and then I hit enter. Now I have here now is a hole which we can make into our material. What we can do here, what I normally do now is I just draw the holes wherever I want to. So we need another hole here, so I'll go 6.5. I can do that, or the other way I can do to it is go to modify. I can go to copy. I click on the circle, and then I have to scroll down on the side here which says create copy, and then I can just drag another one out like so. I go okay. I can go move the copy. Let's highlight all of these. Let's create a copy, and we can then drag another one up there. And I go okay. Let's do another one here. Move, copy. Let's drag these down. Oops, I didn't get that quite right. Let's try that again. I'll go to move, highlight, come down, click on create copy, and then drag them down. And I'm going to go OK. And then what I'm going to do now is do the same thing for these ones here. modify, move those ones, scroll down, copy, drag across to there, and then do the same on the other side. There, highlight. Then what I'm going to do then is go create copy, and then drag across and go OK. And then what we need to do is have one in between those. So all I'm going to do now is go create copy, move. I want to create that one. I'm going to hit my control button, highlight that one as well, and then go down, create copy, and then drag down. We want one in the middle. Okay, and then I'm going to do it again, move copy, highlight that one, and then I'm going to hit my control button, hold that one down, hit that one, and then go create copy, and then go OK. Sorry, drag up, and then we go OK. So now I've got all the holes where I need them. What I can then now do is put some dimensions to them so we can get them in the right location. If you can remember what the measurements are, it's all good in there, but if you don't, we'll go through this anyway. So I need to go to create, do that little drop down, hit that little arrow next to it, go to create, sketch dimension, and if you look at beside it, there's D. So if I hit D on my keypad, I can hit D and it will automatically give me my measurements. So I know if I left click, so if I put so you can see that turns blue, I left click, drag across to this one turns blue, and then I can just drag down, and I go left click, and I can type in, I know that measurement is 30. There we go. So now I'm going to do the other side. I'm going to go left click, drag, till I get where I want it to go, left click, and then I can type in 30. And then I know for a fact that this one here to here is also 30. And then I can also then go from here to here is also 30. There we go. So now we've got all those in line. We can now save ourselves a little bit of work. I know this one and this one has to be lined up. So if I click on horizontal, I click on the center of this one, the center of that one, and I'll move the horizontal, that one and that one, that one and that one, and that one and that one. And same with these ones here. Click on those like that. And then I know also that this and this have to be the same. So I click on that one and that one. Control Z. Sorry, I made a mistake there. So if you make a mistake, you Control Z. Well, I'm just drag this one this way a bit more. And I'm drag that down a little bit there. So now I should be able to then go escape and then click on that and that. That lines up now. That's a bit better. That one there lines up. That one and that one lines up. I'm going to hit escape again to change it. I'm just going to drag this one back. Go escape. Line that up again. And that one. Now they all line up. Line up, line up. So we need to get these to line up. There. And that one. 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 So now they're all lined up that way. Now we can do again is go dimension. I know that this one and this one have to be also 30 mil. Enter. I put my cursor on there, left click, drag it out, and that is also 30. And now that I know that this and this have to all line up, so once again I can go to horizontal vertical, click on this one, click on that one, now it lines up, click on that one, lines up, and do that for these here. There you go, this one and this one need to line up, this one and this one need to line up, this one and this one need to line up, and this line up. There you go. So what we have now is we can have all our dimensions, and then we're up to our last one. So I'm going to hit escape to change. You can see my cursor will change. I'm going to hit dimension, and I know for a fact that this one here and this one here have to be 15. Enter. And this one and here have to be 15. Enter. And then if I know that these have to line up, I can click on that one, click on that, and click on that one here. And then now they all line up. There you go. So now all your circles are in the correct spot. I'm going to go finish. And then I'm going to go extrude. If I click inside of those, and they'll all highlight, like so. And then I click on those. If you make a mistake, you can just go to escape, and then go through the same process again. There you go. Now I have them all highlighted. I'll put my cursor on that, my hand. I just want to drag them down. And you can see over here it says negative. So I want negative 15. And then hit enter, and then now I have all my holes for my game. We can also remember now that these have our corners cut off them. So to get our corners cut off, we're going to modify our material. So we go to modifier. We're going to go to what is called a chamfer. We're going to left click on chamfer. Just going to move this across so you can see it a bit more by pushing my mouse wheel in. If I click on this vertical line here, you can see this vertical line. I'm going to click on that one. I'm going to click on this vertical line. I'm going to click on this vertical line. And if I move my cursor over to here, it'll actually become, you'll pick up the other corner. See there, you can see the other corner I'm picking up there now. Left click on that, and I can just push it in, and it requires a measurement. We'll make that 15. Enter. There you go. That looks like your board now. And the last thing we need to do is put a chamfer around the top edge. So what I'm going to do is put modify chamfer. This time I'm going to click on all these top leading edges, like so. Left click, left click, left click, and then this time I'm going to type in 5. And then that now gives me my our top edge of our tic-tac-toe board game. That's how simple it is to draw your game. I'm not going to go too much into the cross at the moment. If you want to know how to do cross, I'll do that a little bit later on. Now to create your pegs, what we need to do is like this. What we're going to do is create sketch. Sorry, I go escape. I made a mistake. You're going to go to extrude. What you want to do is zoom in so you can see the bottom of one of these holes. And like so I can see the bottom there. I'm just going to click on the bottom of the hole, and it's going to try and extrude up. So now I can type in, say, 35. Actually, we made them 40. I'm going to type in 40. But instead of pushing enter, over on here in the extrude button, it says operations. What we want to do, we don't want to join it to this piece. We want to make it a different identity. So we go new component, go OK. Then now we can have a peg that is a brand new component from there. Once again, I can then just go extrude, and then I can just click on the center of these holes, like so. And then I'm just going to type up 35. No join new component. I go OK, like so. Here we go. You can see I made a mistake there. If you look down the bottom here, you can see the different tasks I've done. I did a sketch, extrude, chamfer, then extrude from a thing. But that's our last one. I'm going to go right click on it. I'm just going to go edit. You can see my dimension was 35. That meant to be 40. Then I'm going to hit enter. And then I got my pegs. What I'll do is the same to the other end. I'll move the model around so I can see a bit better. Zoom in. I'll just tilt it over so I can see it. So I'm going to click on that one, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll make it 40. And instead of joining, we're going to go new component. We're going to go OK. And then we have our game. If you want to modify it again, we can go to, this time we're going to go fillet, which gives you a round edge. And I'm just going to click on the top corners, like so, like that, and put them in. And then from there, we're just going to type in, say, 2. That's too much. We go back to go 1, go OK, and there we have it. A tic-tac-toe board game without the cross in it, but that gives you the basic skills to be able to extrude, put holes in it, and create your pegs. To watch the next video, we'll go into more depth how we can start making it more specific to design needs. So have a go at this. If you can't understand what's happening, just reverse it and watch what I do. And if you're still having issues, just come and ask me and I'll help and support you. Good luck.